Hey, Tulane Church family, I just wanted to run through the coffee maker real quick. I think it's good to use this one for small groups as well because oftentimes on this one our hot pad is being left on. It'll boil down any coffee in there or it just gets real hot. We'll leave it on, but this it works just as good because when you put the coffee in here and the lid's on, it stays hot for a long time. So you do not need a hot pad, which this does not have. So just gonna run through this real quick. This is our little carafe. It has 70, it can hold up to 70 ounces. This can hold up to 101 ounces. I made a little list. We'll make a prettier one sometime about how many ounces or how many cups of coffee, or this is a quarter cup. And so the measurements are kind of done in the quarter cup of measurements. Anyway, so the first thing, of course, we have filters down here. We may set them up there, put your filter in, slide it in. If this button is not on, you push this button and you hit brew and you're ready to go. So these, you just pop this up. You can leave this in or take it out, but you slide this in here up against the pads and then you hit brew and it'll pump out 100 ounces of hot coffee through here. The problem is our different sizes, and if we have a smaller group, we gonna have different groups. So if this light's off and you turn this light on, hit brew. So to change the amount of coffee, amount of ounces, we get into this and it brew wizard, and we click this until we see here we have ounces. We can go up and down. So you have a button here you can't see, and then you have buttons under here. I'm on the brew ounce. I'm going to scale it down. Probably about 64 ounces is good enough. We don't have to fill this one up, or you can go down to 40. So just hold it. We're down to 70. This is a little bit of a pain, but on Sundays when we need big coffees, all we have to do is hit brew every time. So we have that. You can thumb through, there's a brew meter, you can have darkness or whatever as well. I haven't figured all this out. There's a lot of different other things, but we're exiting Brewmaster. Ignore the passcode. I'd like everybody to be able to use this. And then we're set at 64 ounces. Just make sure this is on. So after we've funneled out, it might take a second. Now it's on, and now you just hit brew, and it's ready to go. And it'll show you the amount of time it'll take. It will drip. I think we need to fix something that says, okay, it's gonna drip for a few seconds. So you just let it go. This can be in here when you do this. It's okay. You just have to make sure it's centered a little more. But if you push it up against the back, you'll be golden. All right, when we use this one, it's okay to have the lid in there. Because if you're gonna be off doing other things, just make sure it's pouring down in there. There is an arrow when you're starting to pour it to line it up here to pour. It'll still pour, but not as good. But it'll hold it, keep it hot, so you don't have to be in here and watch it. So also we have this. You cannot run a ton of ounces through this and it'll say, oh, we need to reset. But you can fill up for tea. You can for hot tea and some other things. To clean them and to use them. Once it's done, you pop it down, you flip this lever up, and then you start pumping, and it'll pump out your coffee. When it's done, we'll just set it down. We'll bring up the next one. If there's a full one over there in the Sunday morning and you want coffee and it's ready to go, you just get the lid and you're ready to roll. To clean it, they don't want you to submerge them. Take this out, rinse it with soapy water, clean that off, and then, of course, with our regular water, we have a lot of lime. I would just dry this off instead of let it air dry, otherwise you get these spots. But you ladies know better than I. That's how to use it. If we have 100 ounces on Sunday, you should be able to just come up here, put the few scoops, which for 100 ounces, I would say we have, what's that, 6.66? That would be 3.5 of this quarter cup thing. put about 3.5 scoops, and that's going to be strong. So about 3 scoops, a little less than 3 scoops would be regular. And you get it in there, hit brew, it'll be done, set it over there. If we want another one, it'll say, hey, we're ready to brew. Get your new set of coffee grounds in there and hit brew, and we're ready to roll. All right, thank you.